Shout out to everybody coming through. My goodness, good morning. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, blessed Sunday. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all my beautiful members. I see everybody in the house. Peekaboo, welcome, welcome, welcome. Maria, welcome. Jimmy, how you doing? Who else is in the house? Let's see. Daisy, Rose with Thorns, welcome. Amy, welcome. Big Wheels, welcome. Shout out to everybody. Let me see who else is here. SW, how you doing, love? Liz, welcome. Nana, welcome. Blonde Bomb, welcome. Christy B, how you doing? Sushi Jezebel, how you doing? Emily B, everybody's here. Daddy's baby girl, Stifler's mom, Deborah, everybody, Grandma, Emily. Who else is here? Let me see. Desiree. All right. Queen Bella, how you doing, love? TLC is me. Welcome. Lexi, Texie, welcome. All right, baby mama. Sorry, that's my baby bunny. Stacy, Kathy P, Nebulous, Satan's Chicken Roosters, Jesus Soup, welcome. I love your name. It is so long and perfect. I'm like, I hope I don't, this is perfect. I love it. Love it. Amy, Nicole, Ava, Nebulous. All right, everybody. Lori, welcome. Kim, welcome. Everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. B, welcome. Everybody come through. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for coming through. Don't look back. Welcome, love. Welcome. And I hope I didn't miss any of the beautiful, wonderful members. All the beautiful subscribers out there. Shout out to Marie Duffy and everyone coming through. Hey, Mama Bear. Um, this has been an interesting. Let me turn down my TV because we got the Boss Baby movie playing in the background, and it's a little too loud. This has been a very interesting developing case, I think. So, we're going to start with the little timeline, which is what the press conference gives us, right? And what happened was, is that there was these suitcases that were found floating in the intracoastal area of Florida, right? And I guess bodies were found inside these suitcases. And then the police released a sketch of what the bodies look like. Well, body one person that we know of. I thought when I was reading this, I assumed it was more than one, but it looks like it's just one body that we know of. One sketch has been released of a woman, and um, I mean, I've seen it, and I'm a little like I don't know what to think because she definitely looks like somebody that you would kind of see anywhere, right? Like regular woman, at least how she's been sketched out. How does that happen? Who is this woman? And we definitely need to bring some attention to this so we can identify who this woman is. I definitely saw some folks on Twitter saying that she looked like a particular woman out of Salt Lake. We're going to look at that here in a minute because that person out on Twitter actually contacted the detective and is trying to put that information out there. And hopefully, I mean, could it be that lady? I don't know. Let's play this to give us and establish a timeline.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here to update a homicide investigation that happened with our officers' involvement on Friday, and we're here to give you some updated information on that. Again, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Ted White, the Public Information Manager for the Delray Beach Police Department. Today, you will hear from two people, our Chief of Police, Chief Russ Major, RUSSMAGER, Russ Major, Chief of Police for the Delray Beach Police Department. You'll also hear from Sergeant Casey Kelly, Sergeant Casey, C-A-S-E-Y, Kelly, K-E-L-L-Y. Delray Beach Police Chief, Russ Major.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Chief Russ Major. I'm the Chief of the Delray Beach Police Department, and we are asking for the public's assistance in a recent homicide that occurred last week. On July 21st, we were called to the 1000 block of Palm Trail in the Intracoastal Waterway where somebody was reporting a suitcase with what was believed to be the human remains hanging outside the suitcase floating within the Intracoastal Waterway. Officers and detectives responded and were able to corroborate that it was in fact human remains that were protruding from this particular suitcase. Within a few hours of this particular call, we had received two other calls regarding other suitcases that were floating just south of this location. There were two other suitcases found within a few hours of the original call. We were able to determine that the remains within this suitcase, the two suitcases, were actually human remains as well. And all three suitcases were deemed to be the same person, the same victim, as the original suitcase that was found. We contacted the medical examiner's office, and they came out to assist with the investigation, and they're also doing the autopsy on this particular case. If you have any information that relates to this investigation, we would appreciate your assistance and feedback. No information is too small. We're requesting help from the community and anyone that may have information in this case. I'm now going to introduce Sergeant Casey Kelly, who is the investigator, the lead supervisor on this case, and he'll be providing the details and answering any questions that you all may have.
So June 21st is, I guess, what they identified to those remains. The lady in the thumbnail looks like me. Lord have mercy, don't say that. Don't say that. And it's not. So Ashley Mead is missing from 2017. They're looking for her remains. So people have been saying that she looks like this lady out of Twitter. We're going to look into that as well because I've been following that too. Yes. So the person that found the suitcases thought they looked like remains. They identified them. It's remains. And then this week they released a sketch, right? Thank you. And the reason why they're talking fast is that I actually sped it quickly to 1.25. If that is too fast, let me know in the chat. But it kind of, for me, it kind of helps us to kind of get to the point of where the information.
Have as it relates to this investigation.
Thank you, Chief. I'm just going to elaborate a little bit on the investigation. We're estimating our female victim is somewhere between 35 and 55 years of age. She is either Caucasian or Latin American. She's roughly 5'4" with brown hair and may have tattooed eyebrows. She was found wearing a floral tank top, pictured beside me, with a black camisole shirt underneath and black shorts. The brand of the floral top is Betsabe, which is unique, we believe, and from what we can tell is a Brazilian company. Based on the victim's condition, we believe the time frame in which she was put into the water to be between Monday, July 17th, and the early morning hours of Thursday, July 20th.
Monday, July 17th. I'm writing this down, by the way. Monday, July 17th. I didn't catch the name of the brand that the top was. Did you guys catch that in the chat? Let me know. Hold up. Let me go back a little bit. I didn't catch the name of the brand.
And the early morning hours of Thursday, July 20th. We're asking for the public's help with reviewing video surveillance cameras during that time frame. We ask that you specifically look for unusual vehicles or people, and certainly anyone carrying or moving luggage. The area of interest is between the Linton Boulevard Bridge and the north end Delray Beach city limits along the Intracoastal Waterway.
Wasabi?
Detective Michael Liberta is the lead investigator for this case, and all tips and information.
You said it was Wasabi? Hold up. I got to go back a little bit more. Because they cut out in the sound when they said the brand. You said it was Wasabi, right? And let me slow it down now because now I need to slow it down.
The victim's condition, we believe the time frame in which she was put into the water to be between Monday, July
Betsabe.
17th, and the early morning hours of Thursday, July 20th. We're asking for the public's help with reviewing video surveillance cameras during that time frame. We ask that you specifically look for unusual vehicles or people, and certainly anyone carrying or moving luggage.
Brazilian brand.
The area of interest is between the Linton Boulevard Bridge and the north end Delray Beach city limits along the Intracoastal Waterway. Detective Michael Liberta is the lead investigator for this case, and all tips and information should be directed to his phone line, which I'm going to provide. 561-243-7874. Again, 561-243-7874. I will open the floor up for any questions. Just understand that the case is very sensitive, so I will be limited in my responses.
Is there a missing person that would match that description?
We are certainly looking into that, but we have not discovered that as of yet.
What is your reaction to somebody finding suitcases with human remains?
It's certainly troubling, but we're looking into, the investigation is very early in its stages.
Is there a reward offered?
Not as of yet.
Wow.
Are you considering offering a reward?
We're considering all things.
How was the woman killed?
That's a sensitive case information that I won't answer at this point.
So let me stop it right there. It is a pretty broad Sinaloa tacos. I'd have to agree with you on that one. When I typed in Betsabe, right? The name of the brand, which is what they were saying, the Brazilian brand. Thank you, Stella, for putting that in the chat too, by the way. Shout out to everybody that's coming through. Look, I put that in the search, right? Clothing, and immediately, and this is just a Google search, okay? It took me to, like, there's a map, right? And it's all coastal region of the clothing stores of that area. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Thank you, Gypsy Rose, for becoming a member. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, hold up. Look at this. I've never heard of that brand before. Betsabe. There's stores called after that or that sell Talla Extra Diseños Betsabe. Betsabe Bell. And then at the very tail end over here, Betsabe Pujaiko Designs. Hold up, let me go back. Right there. Which her body would have been found in around this area too, right? Right here. It's a very specific type of brand. Have y'all ever heard of it? I've never heard of it. Never heard of it. It is really weird, right? Just wanted to show you guys a little map, but let me go ahead and go back to the conference, which is giving us a timeline.
Were all the parts of her body found in the 3 suitcases, or was anything missing?
We have determined that all the parts that we have are
Yes.
of one victim, but I won't answer specifics on which parts we have or which
One
ones
victim.
were found in which cases.
This is quite gruesome.
Certainly, I would agree with you.
Pieces of a woman's body found in 3 separate suitcases. It's very gruesome.
I would agree with you.
And so, any thoughts on or any warnings out to the public as to maybe someone could be out there who did this?
So from what we can tell, we believe it to be an isolated incident, and that's the gist of what I can provide at this point.
Are you also asking for the
Isolated incident, meaning how often do you find women in, killed and put in bodysuits? Stephen H says, and if you look up Musubi brand, it's floral clothing too. Okay, I'll check it out too. I just found it interesting that when I type in Betsabe, it literally brought me to the coastal area region of stores. So I thought that was interesting. Probably a very fancy, expensive brand. It sounds very right. I mean, that's not anything I could afford. It could also be something kind of maybe like out there, specific kind of brand that only sells in certain regions. Keeper True Crime and Paranormal, welcome to the chat, love. Welcome. Resort wear is more expensive. Lexi Texas says, I never heard of it. Right. It's a very it's interesting. I've never heard of the brand either. You wonder if the body was put in the freezer until now? That's a good question. Like the condition of the body and whatnot. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering. She's either a beach gal, like lived long along the beach, and she was visiting Florida because she seems that brand is sold along coastal area. You won't find it in right. I mean, that's where I shop too. You think it's a Temu brand? Ooh, we could definitely look that up. Stacy, we could look it up. I'll look it up. I'll look up Ashley Mead as well. I can't stop thinking it's all right. I will look up Ashley Mead. We're also going to look at what Twitter is saying because there's a person on Twitter who it feels like this woman is this woman. All right, it was a missing woman out of Salt Lake. We'll check that out here in a minute.
public's help and maybe if their loved one hasn't answered the phone or there's got to be someone missing.
Certainly. So we've put out a press release with the initial information on social media, and we did provide a tip line, which again is Detective Liberta's number. So we have received information over the weekend, but we're looking into every single lead.
Is there a thought that this would involve human trafficking, drugs, or domestic violence?
We don't have anything that would indicate either of those just yet.
Color of her hair.
Sorry.
Any surveillance video cameras that you've been able to glean in terms of getting some information on what's going on through that?
So the stretch of waterway is very large, and that's part of why we're meeting today and asking for the public's help to review some of that. We have started that, but it's a very daunting task. So we're asking for the public to do some of that legwork for us, and to please call in anything that they would find unusual on the video surveillance during the time frame that we gave. Sorry.
And based on the current, could this person be from another county? Could it have floated there?
We wouldn't count that out, but we don't believe that she entered the waterway in another county necessarily, but I wouldn't discount that necessarily.
And do we have a color of her hair or any other distinguishing marks on her other than the tattooed eyebrows?
We think a light brown is our hair color. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you tell us anything about who found the body? And one of those areas with heavily construction work is taking place there. Can you give us any information?
From the first call, I believe was a construction worker in the area that found the first suitcase.
I'm pretty sure he's
but
already
outside of that,
spoken
there
out.
were a few different locations, different.
He did an interview, by the way, the man that found the suitcase. I think it was a worker that was there. Yeah. This waterway has cruises and a lot of yachts, Amy. All 3 suitcases were the same woman. So we know of 1 victim so far. So far. All 3 suitcases, same woman. Which, if they were able to reconstruct her face, they know her eyebrows are tattooed. This makes me think that this is why we have a timeline of when they feel like the woman was killed and put in the suitcase, which they think it was anywhere from July 17th to the 21st of July, literally this month. So I don't know. It makes you kind of wonder. I don't know. They showed the tag on the inside of her shirt. This is the shirt, by the way, the one that's next to them. This is the shirt, and we'll look at some pictures here in a minute.
People have found different cases.
You said a part of the human remains were sticking out of one of the suitcases. What part was sticking out?
I don't want to get into specifics about which part was found where or sticking out.
You said there's a long stretch from the Boulevard Bridge to the north end of the city. How long?
George Bush Boulevard Bridge. So there's Linton, Atlantic, and George Bush. So that's the stretch of waterway that we're looking at.
Between the Linton Bridge and the
George Bush Boulevard Bridge.
And how far is that? Is that a couple of miles or half a mile, or do you know?
I would say roughly a mile.
Why do you think that's the area where the suitcases were placed in the water?
I didn't say that. I don't know where the suitcases were necessarily placed into the water. That's what we're looking into, and that's what we're asking the public's help for. I'm just telling you that is the area that we'd like the public to focus on, because that is where we have recovered the remains.
Does the current in the waterway flow southward or northward?
Just based on some information that we got from the Coast Guard who assisted us, it could have gone in both directions at any point in our intercoastal.
3 more questions.
Can you explain the markings on the board here?
The markings are the first, the suitcases that we found on Friday. So one is.
You can walk up to it.
Certainly. Okay. So just trying to orient myself here. This is going to be the Palm Trail.
Whoa.
This is the first suitcase. And then the second and third suitcases were found relatively close on Southeast 7th Avenue. I'm just giving you general areas. These are obviously in the water.
Okay, so I was going to ask the same question I said, because it doesn't seem like it would be in the water, but they're in the water, right? And so the red markers, for those that can't see, let me remove myself and take down. Yeah, right, Amy, they should do DNA. If you could see the red markers, and I'm going to definitely probably see if we can find a picture where we can zoom in. These suitcases were kind of scattered throughout the water, all right? So they were found in different locations. 3 suitcases, different bodies, or not different, I'm sorry, same body, but her body parts were put in these 3 different suitcases in different locations, not too far from each other though, if you think about it, because I see the red markers. I see the first red marker, and then the last 2 red markers are kind of close together.
And then the other one, Casarina Road.
Can you tell me this? The make and model, is that a possibility of knowing what the suitcase types were?
We're not prepared to release that sensitive information. Sorry.
So you said she was put in the water sometime after Monday. Do you think she was killed then too, or was she dead for a while, perhaps before she was put in the suitcases, then put in the water?
That's a good question. We're not certain.
And the conditions of the body are like, still the parts and everything, on decomposition or still?
They were in the early stages of decomposition.
Okay.
Whoa.
So
How hopeful are you that you can solve this? It seems like it's going to be nearly impossible.
we're very hopeful. We've got a great team working together. We're following up on any leads, but we are asking for the public's help.
Yeah, DNA. Amy, I think that was a great point. DNA, you don't think they're the same person? I mean, they said it was the same person. You don't think it's the same person though? You think it's other women or other people besides the one person? Oh, I didn't think of that. I don't know. Right, right, Remy. Right. Hey, Amberly, welcome. But this Taurus here, shout out says, between this lady's body being found and the dismembered body parts of the crypto dude being found in a suitcase, this is more horrific than any horror movie I've ever seen. Right. You guys remember that was that whole, there was that crypto. Somebody sent me the link. I think it was Krusty who sent me the link to that as well. I don't know. Hold up. I don't think clothing will help. She could have gotten it from a thrift store, given it to her. That's right, Stacy. That's a good point. I mean, clothing, anybody can. I just never heard of that brand. Bibatse? Bibatse? I think that's how you say it. Yeah, and they're saying it's the same person. They're not saying it's different. Now, this is what law enforcement is saying, right? So I'm assuming if they took the body parts, they took all 3 suitcases and maybe did their testing and did, put the body together, right? Because they were body parts. It's very likely that they put it together and then they said, well, this is the one person and it's this woman. We're going to look into, and then what was the name of the wife? Can you put the name of the person that you were saying that she looks like in the chat again so I can write it down? Please and thank you.
To generate some more leads.
Why are you hopeful? Why are you hopeful?
Because we have a
It's
very
the
good
same
team put
person.
together.
When's the last time something like this has happened here in Delray Beach?
I think it was before my time. I can't speak on the exact year, but at least a decade or more.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
so much.
We'll
All right.
begin in the next couple of minutes with a similar press conference for Spanish-speaking stations. Thank
All
you.
right, give me one sec. I want to go back a little bit
Videos.
to this part right here. I think it was like 3 minutes. Was it the 3-minute mark? Right here.
5 and 55 years of age. She is either
The details of this woman, okay?
I'm now going to introduce Sergeant Casey Kelly, who is the investigator, the lead supervisor on this case, and he'll be
Yes,
providing
it's the same person, I'm
details
pretty
and
sure.
answering any questions that you all may have as it relates to this investigation.
Welcome.
Thank you, Chief. I'm just going to elaborate a little bit on the investigation. We're estimating our female victim is somewhere between 35 and 55 years of age. She is either Caucasian or Latin American. She's roughly 5'4" with brown hair and may have tattooed eyebrows. She was found wearing a floral tank top, pictured beside me, with a black camisole shirt underneath and black shorts. The brand of the floral top is Betsabe, which is unique, we believe, and from what we can tell is a Brazilian company. Based on the victim's condition, we believe the time frame in which she was put into the water to be between Monday, July 17th, and the early morning hours of Thursday, July 20th. We're asking for the public's help with reviewing video surveillance cameras during that time frame. We ask that you specifically look for unusual vehicles or people, and certainly anyone carrying or moving luggage. The area of interest is between the Linton Boulevard Bridge and the north end Delray Beach city limits along the Intracoastal Waterway. Detective Michael Liberta is the lead investigator for this case, and all tips and information should be directed to his phone line, which I'm going to provide.
Okay.
5-6.
Let me stop it right there. Ashley Mead, wife Ashley Mead has already been solved. Her remains were already found. I'm not really sure. You wanted me to pull her up for uh, what reason? I think her killer was convicted as well. This is on Twitter, okay? Let me show you guys, but let me know, wife, in the chat what you wanted me to do there. Okay, this is on Twitter. So this is a person on Twitter. Let me get this banner off of the face here. Thank you guys. Okay, this is what we have on Twitter. This person says by the name of Legacy, and they have a lot of emojis. Check them out. They're on Twitter. I follow them. I have contacted Delray Beach Police Department, and the lead detective, was not available at this time. But I left a voicemail with the information and my contact info as well. I did report this to a police officer at the station. The missing lady from Salt Lake, Utah, looks very much alike with the lady that the law enforcement found on Delray Beach last week. The resemblance, in my opinion, is too much. I couldn't sit here and do nothing about it. Okay, so this is the lady from Salt Lake City. Okay, this is the lady that they're saying. Yes, that is the name of the business. You think the resemblance? I mean, her eyebrows. Thank you, Cape. Thank you, Krusty, for that. Oh, they're still looking for her remain. We'll look at her picture, but I think they've identified, at least the articles that I read, it sounds like they've identified her. So if they're looking for someone carrying luggage, is there more? Right. And we'll look at the luggage here in a minute that they're looking at. Right, Arizona. Very true, Sinaloa tacos. Very true. So, hold up. She looks alike. You guys think she looks alike? Face could be different due to the water. That's right, Amy. But if she tattooed her eyebrows, because that's what the detective said, right? Tattooed her eyebrows. This lady has been missing. Now, the timeline, those don't look tatted out. You don't think so? Hold up. You don't think I think they look a little tatted to me. I mean, they look a little dark. Blank screen, blank binder. Further down the tweet, hold up. There's a lady who has a stronger resemblance. Really? I'll check it out. I'll check it out. So this is what at least somebody on Twitter put this out, and I said, "Damn, I mean that I could see the resemblance there, you know? I could see it." Oh Lord, that's their number. They wanted to show that they called. This is the woman, okay? This is the top that she was wearing, and those are kind of like, I wouldn't say they're capri shorts, but they're um shorts. Her eyebrows are a little bit more thinner than this lady over here, right? If you notice that, I mean, so she has tatted eyebrows. Tatted eyebrows. I don't have tatted. I mean, I have very bushy eyebrows. This lady has tatted eyebrows, and it almost looks like her lip. I wonder if her lip is tatted too, because some people, when they tat their eyebrows, they also do their lips, just like I would like to do the lip liner at some point. Yes. I can do that. I might have to do that out on another app, but let me see. This is the lady that they're saying. I mean, I think they look like two different people. Like when I look at it closely, but I could see a little bit of the resemblance. They're not the same person, says Rando Girl. Okay. We could definitely vote. Kind of see where everybody lands on this one. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see if I can get on this chat real quick. Let me know. Same person or no? Same person. I'm going to say no on this one. Here you go. And just between the two sketches. It is. It's Mimi. Having the eyebrows tattoo is very specific. Isn't that a specialized type of tattoo? Yes. People do makeup like tattoo. I have an auntie actually. I have a couple aunties who actually one I know she specializes in that. And then a couple of others that have actually had their eyebrows tattooed. Can I put the pics side by side? Let me see if I can do that. Hold up. I'm going to try to get this app and put it up, and then I'll do it real quickly while we're live. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see if I can get it here. Get it side by side. We'll do like a little collage, okay? And then you guys let me know in the chat on this collage. Here we go. Ooh, let's see if we can do it layout. Here we go. Okay. It should be a quick one. I'm doing it right now. I'm going to upload it to my drive real quick. Oh, of course, it has to play some ads. Here we go. Let's pull it up. Let's do a side by side. You guys let me know in the chat what y'all think about this. I have to wait for this ad to hurry up. Let's see. While we're waiting, like 20 seconds. Yes, the drawing. Yes, absolutely. Yes, the crypto guy was found on Suitcases. Keep that in mind. Absolutely. You do have, so do I, or I have family that specializes in it. You don't think it's the same? Some people, I could see either or, but then we would have to find out when this woman went missing too. So she's out of Salt Lake. So that would mean that if they reported her missing before the time frame, she's probably not the same person, right? All right, here we go. Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's see. All right, I'm going to show it to you guys. Let's remove this for a minute. And let me show you guys. Stop sharing. Let me show you guys this right here, okay? Here we go. What do you think? Yes, permanent cosmetic. Correct. All right, what do you guys think? Let me know. Different? Different. That's what I was saying. The eyebrows look very different. This lady has a little bit more of a thinner eyebrow. Even the nose structure to the point of her nose is different. Different. Noses are different. I don't think so. Not the same. You can see some. I'm from Colombia. Ladies do their eyebrows and lips. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I got my there. It's a very common thing. A very common thing. In my family, like I said, I have somebody that actually specializes in tattoo cosmetics. I think that's what I don't know. I'm not specialized. I always I thought about doing like the lip liner on my lip, but I don't know, I'm too chicken shit to do it. I don't want my lips are already thick enough. I don't need them thicker, or at least the I don't need the eyeliner on it or the liner on it. Excuse me. Similar looking ladies, but the eyebrow arch is the eyebrow arch is not the same. And if these are tattooed, you got to keep in mind. I mean, you get it's permanent. It's never gonna go away. So like they might like lighten later on, but it's not gonna look as dark. It's not gonna look as dark. The hairline is different. Thank you. I thought the hairline was different too, right? It could be that maybe the hairline is different, but also like her forehead, maybe because we can't really see the forehead on this side, her it's like a little bit, curly on that side. The eye shape is different. Okay. It's not her. The lady on the right looks older than 55 also. You think the lady on the right, so the lady on the right, which I don't know if it's your right. So the woman in the that has been identified as the woman in the suitcase is the sketch. Okay. The other woman is a woman out of Salt Lake City who's been missing. And let me see if I can identify. There's other people that are talking about it too. Hold up. Everybody's doing side by sides with this woman and it's starting to become very confusing. Give me one sec. Ooh. So the missing lady out of Salt Lake looks very much, and I think we have a name for this missing woman. I think her name is Eileen. So I mean, one has a name and the other one doesn't because we haven't identified the suitcase. Let me see what everybody's saying. Not the same? Not the same? Rabbit, it could be her. Or well, you guys vote. I mean, the poll is there. True. Remember that the water makes you hard to ID, so sketch could be off like always. They have exact face structure, cheeks, and everything. What about the face structure? That's a good point, Honeybee. Like, what about the face structure? Well, the hair color is different. But I don't know the details as to this woman from Salt Lake. When did she go missing? Um, we'll look at that in a minute. That's a good question. Was it all the same make? Thank you, SW, for telling everybody to hit that like button. Please and thank you. Sinaloa Taco says it takes 1 second to see it's not the same. One has brown eyes and the other has grayish eyes. Really? I don't know. Maybe it because of the makeup that she's wearing, though. That could offset like your eyes could look one set of colors. Thank you. Stella says Eileen from Salt Lake City is 54 years old and went missing over a month ago. Wait, so the timeline is the same as Stella? Hold up. Let me pull Eileen. I didn't know that I was thinking that this woman went missing a while ago. Really? Let me see. Let me see if I can find Eileen, and it's EI, Eileen, Salt Lake City. And I'm just going to type missing and see what happens. Images. Oh, that was not helpful. There was a lot of Eileens that came up. Her name is Eileen Brown, right? Is this her? That's definitely not the same person. I think I pulled her LinkedIn. Hold up. Stella, can you tell me Eileen's last name? Is it Brown? Yes. Let me look at Stella's comment real quick. Color contacts? Could be. I don't, maybe hazel eyes change color? Yes. When was Eileen's picture taken? Stella said that Eileen had gone missing maybe a couple. Hold up. Let me see. She could be wearing contacts. The hair looks dark. They both have short hair. Yes, yeah, the Delray woman was from they think that she was killed either the 17th and dumped on because between the 17th and the 21st, but the suitcase was found on July 21st. But I'm kind of curious to know about Eileen. Do we have a last name on Eileen? So Eileen is the one with the actual picture out of Salt Lake City. What is Eileen's last name? Let me see. Yes, it's the same one. It's the same one. Okay. So this is the woman out of Salt Lake. Hold up. Hold up. I'm going to pull it up here on Google search. Oh man. She hasn't been gone for that long. See, she doesn't even come up. There's really not a whole lot about her. That can't be her. I can't even pull up her missing person thing at all. It's a rough sketch. Right. I can't even pull up her missing picture. Stella, let me know. Missing Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm typing it up. Nada. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I don't want to dox this lady, but I think this might be. I think this is her. And she's missing, right? Her last name is Brown. Yeah, let me show you guys something, okay? There isn't a lot of information about her. This is her right here. From Salt Lake. That doesn't look like the woman in the suitcase. Yeah, Remy, this is her. Do you think this is her? So everybody's on Twitter saying that this is her. This picture looks a little bit different. That's definitely, even Southern Mimi's like, that's definitely not the woman. I really want to be wrong because I want her to be found safe. Me too. But Eileen has a name as profile. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, I haven't pulled it up. I don't see it on my end. Yeah, nope. Nada. Nothing. You don't think it's the same person? Well, I mean, she called the detective. You think it's her? Bitch talks like, I think it's her for real, for real. I don't know. Many coincidences. Why don't we look at the luggage, okay? Let's do that because people were asking. Let's get to the luggage part. I mean, you guys vote. Let me know your thoughts if you feel like it's the same person. I don't know if it is, to be quite honest with you. But people are kind of zooming into this. I mean, are the timelines the same? Did they go missing? I mean, this woman was found on. We don't know when she was reported missing. Number one, maybe she was. Maybe she might be not from that area and somehow winded up on that suitcase. Right? Could be. But there was another woman that was found in returned from Delray. Are people going missing in Delray? What's going on? What is going on in Delray? I mean, I'm not from Florida. Um, I'm just a little surprised. Like, if I was there, I would want to probably go and see what's the big deal with this place? Why are people going missing? This is the luggage. So I think the two, because she was found in 3 different luggages. Clearly, one of them is different, at least by color, by the other one. She may have tattooed her eyebrows, so it's not. That's not for sure. Turtleloo, let me know. Yeah, people don't think of the obvious brands. I hear you. That's what catches monsters. That's a good point. So missing Eileen's last contact was June. So November range, she would have had to have been gone since last month. She was just found July 17th. So kind of keeping that time frame in mind. That's true, Notre Dame. So this is the luggage. Let's talk about this luggage, okay? And let me remove myself real quick so you guys can see it. Okay. Yes, 2 pieces set and a third that definitely could have been owned by the woman who owned the luggage. Well, that's right, Krusty. I remember that case. I remember that case. Does Utah share the same waterways as Florida? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. We did. We did a comparison of the photos. So we have this. So these are the suitcases. Everybody's aware. I can't even tell the brand of the suitcase. Can you guys name the brand of the suitcase? Because even that is pretty hard to see. Two-piece set and a third that could definitely have been owned by the woman. Thank you. But I can't. Yes. Hold up. Let me see if everybody. Eileen was homeless, so I doubt that she had eyebrows done. Eileen had her nose pierced. Does a lady they have found? Right, Julie, that's a good point. I didn't know that Eileen had her nose pierced. The suitcase is Charlie Secret, Charlie something? Charlie with a K? Hold up. Thank you, Stella. I'm going to pull that up right now here in a minute, what you just sent me. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's see. Name is she did. So this is the suitcase for those that are wondering what are we looking at? These are the suitcases, but I'm going to see if I can Charlie Delray, here it is. See if we can find if there's a way. See, I really wish they would have. The purple soup says like Palm Springs something. The green suitcase is Charlie something. Okay. And I got two pictures over here that I'm going to zoom in, but they're very hard to read. I wish they would have taken better pictures of it. It would have been very helpful. Yeah, it says Charlie something. You said it says Charlie Secret? Yes. Charlie Sport. Interesting. Could say Charlie Sport. Let me check my email real quick. Somebody just sent me the profile of Eileen out of Salt Lake. Thank you for that. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So this is. Thank you. The purple one was a Palm Springs. That's what I said. The purple one said something Palm Springs. Ricardo, Beverly Hills bag. And the second one was a green and black polka dot Charlie Sports bag. So it said Charlie Sports bag. It's a Charlie Sports bag. Gotcha. Thank you, Stella, again. Let me show you the Stella just emailed me the profile. I was like, I can't find this person that you guys are talking about. This is the Eileen lady that people are talking about. So Eileen went missing. Well, the last contact was June 21st of 2023, right? Out of Salt Lake City, 54 years old. Okay. 140 pounds, white Caucasian. Let's see. Eileen was last confirmed seen on June 21st leaving the Salt Lake Avenue hostel. She is currently thought to be experiencing homelessness, and the last person to speak with her says she lost her bunk. They state, this is the way this is written. They state she called from a T-Mobile. Okay, here it is. They state that she called from a T-Mobile store in City Creek Mall, where she reported that she was going to a park to sleep. Family has not seen or heard from her since. Nose pierced. There's some other pictures of her. Okay, so here's some more pictures of Miss Eileen. Okay, we don't have height of both. I think the picture says she was 5 feet, but not. We don't know the height of the other lady. We don't. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about you guys. Thank you, Headstones. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have matching luggage sets. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. So it's not like out of the norm if I have maybe a purple luggage and a green luggage. I'm just saying, you know. Here's some pictures of her. This is why I was like wondering, are people like, do we still think this is the same person? Oh, this is like up close. Look up. Look of her. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Here it is. Um, they're not saying that her eyebrows are tattooed, although her eyebrows are very like well done and fine. I don't know. What's really? Which one though? Bitch talk. True. True. That's a good point. She was? Okay. She may be in the worst. How does she make it all the way over there if this is the same woman? I don't know, guys. I just don't think it is. I'm just being honest with you. That's why when I saw it on Twitter, I said, I don't know. Sinaloa says what? Hold up. You can tell one lady is white, one is. I don't know how you could tell that, Sinaloa. I mean, I don't know. I can't even. I don't know. Lady, the suitcase was estimated to be 5'4". Thank you so much. Based on police. And this lady right here is based on what Namus is saying. She's 5 feet, not 5'4". So the lady in the suitcase would be a little bit taller than this lady right here. Has there been a storm between the time that she was murdered to where, when the suitcase was found? Thank you. Thank you, Chico, for gifting memberships. I'm not even looking at my other device. Thank you, thank you, thank you, love. If you are, thank you. Appreciate you. And you guys, make sure we have 500 people here. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Shout out to Chico. Thank you. Chico gifted 2 memberships. See, I missed it. Thank you, Chico. Honeybee says, and if she was homeless, wouldn't she have a suitcase? Well, I don't know. Um, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if she would have a suitcase or if she didn't or I mean, I think that we could make a lot of assumptions and that's why we have to be very careful, but if it's on Twitter that this is this woman, here's another picture of her. Let me show you guys and I'm pulling them. Hey, Miss America, welcome. And Dizzy Dimensions, I see you, love. Everybody coming through. If I didn't say hello to you. Yes, the first Purple Palm Springs, Ricardo Beverly Hills bag. The second was a green polka dot Charlie sports bag. Thank you. I was like, did we get the names of the luggages? And that is what law enforcement reported. Thank you. Very teeny. Gotcha. The person in the drawing. Yeah, I was thinking, I was saying the same. I said the nose is a little bit different on these ladies. That's why I was like, I don't think it's the same, but I could see why people I definitely see a little bit of maybe the curvature of the face structure a little bit. Hold up. This is another photo. See, this photo looks a little bit better. This is a gorgeous lady. I mean, seriously, look. Do y'all see that? I'm going to try to zoom in as much as I can. In comparison to the other lady? You think it looks similar? Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely right. That's people care about what they look like. I want them to clay method of yes, they need to do a clay method of the facial reconstruction if they have it. I don't know if they have that's right. I would love for them to do that because that would be awesome. Give me 1 second. Hold up. I just don't know. So, I mean, if you guys, you see no similarities. All right. So we got a little bit more people here. Let me show you. Let me go back to the side by side, okay? And then we're going to probably end with that. Give me one sec. Here's the side by side, okay? Here's the side by side. Try to zoom in as much as I can. Let me remove myself and this comment. What do you guys think? Hold up. I just got another message. Give me one sec. Thank you, Stella. I'm not going to show that, but I appreciate you sending me this. Thank you, Stella. She was still, listen, I will say this, Miss Eileen, very much took care of herself. I don't, you know, I think people have different feelings about what homeless people do and don't do. We just don't really know. People take care. The people can do their makeups. People have said that Eileen has a nose pierced. So, and that's not a detail that they gave on this. They didn't disclose any tattoos. Do we know if Eileen has any tattoos? They both have white eyes. So here's my question: does Eileen, and I didn't even see this in the NamUs thing, does Eileen have tattoos? Okay, outside of other than the lady in the suitcase, what other things? I mean, was there nose piercings? They didn't give any of those details. It's on NamUs that the nose is pierced, says Julie. Okay, let's see. Hold up. Yes, that's what's on NamUs for Miss Eileen. But the lady in the suitcase, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. They didn't disclose any tattoos or anything like that. Right? That's right. Description, piercings, pierced nose on the right. They didn't say that about the lady in the suitcase. I think so too. They're going to have to do some DNA on that, love. They really are. They're going to have to do some DNA. You think Eileen's face is a little bit more rounder. So the photo looks like she likes to wear tops that are off her shoulder. They didn't even identify those during the press conference. Thank you, Chico. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't they have told us, like at the press conference, if her nose was pierced? I feel like they would. I mean, that's an identifier too. Those don't typically close right away. Yeah, okay. It does. Keep that in mind. Plus being in the water, the body changes. Yep. That's true. They think she's Brazilian since she was wearing the Brazilian brand clothes, and West Palm Beach have a huge Brazilian community. I know we were looking at that. We went to some of the maps in that area. But hey, listen, I shop at Goodwill. A lot of people do. So, you can get brands from different areas. You never know. There might be a brand over there that's from, I don't know, Italy, when it's only made in Italy, and we just happen to go to Goodwill and we find it there. It happens. It happens. The browser different. So, of course, if you guys have information, please call law enforcement. The number was released earlier. I'm going to put it in the description box so everybody can, if you have information about this. This is kind of a sad situation, horrific, number one. But who is this woman? And it would be good to kind of maybe start talking about this so we can bring some awareness. If I was in that area, I would probably want to go. Personally, I would want to go to see, well, what does that water look like over there? That's just me, though. But I'm not in the Florida area or region, so it would be nice to bring some attention to this. Exactly. We see each other. We're like, we go to Goodwill. We like Goodwill. Get brands we can never afford anywhere. That's right. Um, really? See, I heard about people. Juju, I gotta try that. Is that something I could put on an Amazon list? Absolutely. Let's, because I mean, 2 days ago was when they released the photo. I'd like to maybe see what other updates they have. Because now I'm kind of curious to know. Well, anyways, guys, I'm having to head out because I gotta go tend to the little baby bunny over there. I will see you guys on the next one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about the story. Different details are coming about. Do you believe that these two women look alike? Twitter, everybody on Twitter is having a feeling that they do, and they might be the same. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about this story. And, if you have any information, of course, contact law enforcement. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you in a little bit, actually. Bye, guys.